Hey, what's up, guys? Matt MLB with OddsJam here, and I have two really awesome MLB player props for you guys that I wanted to talk about. Found them both using the OddsJam Positive Expected Value page. Confirmed they were both good plays using the OddsJam Props app. So, a couple things to note. Number one is this OddsJam Props app. It's completely free on any iOS store, so Mac, iPad, iPhone. Working on getting it added to the Android, so that should hopefully be soon. Engineers are working on it as we speak, but it's completely free. So it's a really helpful tool just for like pricing player props and stuff. It pulls stats like historical trends data for player prop stats over a bunch of different time, like the whole season, last 25, last 10, last 5, home away, and a team win or a team loss, and then you can switch for the over versus the under. So I definitely recommend downloading that. The link for it is in the description of this video. Like I said, it is completely free. The next thing that I did want to highlight is the new OddsJam Discord that launched, I guess, 2 days ago now, maybe yesterday. I think, what is time really? So the OddsJam Discord, to be honest, it does have some premium stuff. So the OddsJam app is completely free. Discord is completely free, but it does have some premium stuff as well if you did want to pay. If not, it has a ton of free stuff as well. Free picks where me, Alex, everybody on the OddsJam team posts some picks. Trophies where we post our big wins that were posted in the Discord. So that's the one rule with the trophies is every post that we're celebrating in the trophies section had to have been placed somewhere in the Discord, or else we're not going to be those people that are hyping up plays that they don't even post anywhere. Sports betting education for people that just kind of want to get some general questions on stuff. Positive EV strategies has a ton of stuff. So both the link to the app and to the Discord are in the description of this video, and I definitely recommend downloading them both. If you're a sports bettor, which I'm assuming you are if you're watching this video, both will just drastically enhance your sports betting community. The Discord is it's positive. It's a positive sports betting community. The goal of it, honestly, is for people that might not necessarily have time to do a bunch of line shopping and stuff and find all the sharp plays using the OddsJam EV software. So guess what? We'll just give you our best plays and you can tail them from there without really having to think at all. But regardless, that's going to be it for that. For these two plays, I have two total. The new OddsJam filters just makes it so easy. Filter percent by 4, mark it by player prop, mark it width by 35, and bam, I have two plays here that I know are going to be good. Number one is this Trey Turner over 1.5 bases. I actually already locked this one in on Caesars. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in this FanDuel one first, and then so I can make sure I get the odds without them changing. And I'll talk about that one, and then I'll talk about the Trey Turner one. Regardless, I recommend taking these both. For this one, I'm going to round this down to 4 units, make this a $100 4-unit play. So for those of you tailing at home, this Michael Kopech, over 4.5 strikeouts is going to be a 4-unit play. Let me just add this to my bet tracker, and now let's talk about it. So the logic behind this play, number one, of course, it's positive expected value. I found it using the OddsJam Positive Expected Value page. The OddsJam line, which everybody knows is pulled from the sharpest sportsbook in the world, prices this at -134. With the VIG removed, it's priced at like -115, -116, in between that range. Market width here is only 32, so anything that is 35 cents and below is good in terms of a player prop. And let's just talk about the numbers for a second before I get to this one, which is the most important one. So the gap between the no vig odds and the OddsJam, the line that we're betting it at on FanDuel, that is what gives you the edge over the sportsbook, right? We know that this bet should truly be priced at -116, which gives us about a 53.5% win percentage. But we're betting it at more favorable odds at -106, which has a little bit over a 50% inherent win percentage. So that's the edge that we have over FanDuel in this specific regard. This percent here, this is a way to calculate the edge. This is your percent edge. Can also be viewed as your profit margin. Basically, the way this makes sense. So I put $100 on this one, right? I put $100 on it. The percent, this is like your expected profit margin percent. So for this $100 bet, I could expect to make like $4.23. Now, I know $4.23 doesn't sound like a lot on first glance. Like, congrats, you're making less than $5. But a couple things to keep in mind. Number one, This is just one bet. So if you're, I mean, one bet, there's another bet that's like almost $9 for between these two. But if you're taking, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, depending on how many bets you're taking a day, also depending on your unit size, this $4 turns into $50, $100, $200 on one night. So if you multiply that by a week, that's over 100, that's hundreds of dollars a week. You multiply that by a month, depending again on your bankroll and how many bets a day you're placing, that's like $1,000 a month in profit. So that's why it's important to not get discouraged by the lower EV percent that you're betting, and just understand that it's a long-term gain. You're not going to get rich overnight, but if you're consistently placing positive expected value bets, you will see your profits start to rise over time. So that's why that number is so important. For this play specifically, I like the fact that this minus 106 is a clear outlier when you compare it across all the sports books, especially the sharper ones. Like the OddsJam line obviously is the sharpest book. BetOnline is another good one. And then we see like Tipico have it at minus 135. BetRivers kind of have it in the middle at minus 122, excuse me. But this minus 106 on FanDuel is a clear outlier, right? No book has this for below minus 110 odds. So this checks the box not only from a math and market width perspective, but also from an outlier perspective as well. And then the last thing I like to do before I decide whether a bet is worth placing or not is just confirm the OddsJam Props app. So if I just type in his name, right, Michael Kopech, you see him show up here. So I took his over 4.5 strikeouts. So let's see what we have here. So it looks like if you look at it on the season as a whole, he's only hit this in 50% of his games, 8 of 16. If you look at his last 10, even worse. But if you look at his stats away, he's hit this in 3 of 5 games. Now, I don't know how much of this hitting a strikeout prop away is noise, but I do know that he's hit 4 in the only 2 games he missed, so he's like hovering around this 4.5. So this is an example of where I'm trusting the math, and I'm trusting a little bit of the data as well from the app. But the math is always going to be the most important one. Anyway, so this is my first play. The next one, I generally don't love taking player bases, but this one just has such good value. So I took Trey Turner over 1.5 player bases. This one I put a 3-unit play on, so I put $75 on this one. So for those of you tailing, put 75 on this one. And just we'll look at the math first. The OddsJam line has it at minus 116. The no-vig odds have this roughly at even money, and we're getting it at plus 108 on Caesars, which is what I locked it in at. So the EV percent on this one is 4.42%. So $100 bet on each of these, and you're making close to $9. But a couple of reasons. So the outlier fact on this one is crazy. Every other book except for MGM has this book for minus money, with FanDuel having it like just wildly priced at minus 145. But the sharper books, OddsJam line, BetOnline, they still have it close. Obviously the OddsJam line is what it is, but BetOnline has it closer to the OddsJam line. And every other book, again, aside from MGM, has this for minus money. So they have it as the favored outcome. So we view this bet with like a little bit over 50% chance of occurring, but we're getting it for plus money, for plus 108 odds. So that has a ton of value there. He's hit it in like 17 of his last 30. He's hit it in 4 of his last 5. He just missed it in the last game. So I think it's a really valuable play there. So I obviously tailed it for $75, and I recommend doing that. So to confirm, Trey Turner over 1.5 player bases, Michael Kopech over 4.5 strikeouts, and those are my 2 MLB plays. So let me know if you're tailing. Hit me up on Twitter, Modi_Matt. But that's all I got for you. So I appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.